May I come in, sir?
Please come in.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Please sit down.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Mr. Vishwa Varddhan. You come from Patna. These days, Patna is very hot.
In terms of, sir, climate?
Politically.
Yes, sir. Patna has always been hot politically.
Okay. But as a student of political science, you see the one party or a group of parties talk about caste. The other party opposes that. Instead, talks about religion. What do you think is the reason behind it?
Sir, I think that each party tries to find a factor which helps them to mobilize the voters. Certain parties go for caste and other parties go for religion.
But what is the harm in going for caste and what is the advantage is going for religion? From their point of view, not from our point of view.
Sir, as long as they are able to fulfill the grievances of the people in terms of development and all other objectives, I don't think it is harm. But if the purpose of caste, if the purpose of politics reduces to only favoring one caste or one religion, then it is not good for the country as a whole.
No, what is the difference? What is the difference? Why one favoring religion, the other is favoring? Is politics caste politics or religious politics? One group is playing this, the other group wants to play the other one. Why? I want you to go a little more in detail.
Sir, as far as I know, the scholarly perspective is that India is a very diverse country, and
Bihar.
In terms of
We're
Bihar,
talking about Bihar, yeah.
Sir, Bihar has a very strong hold in terms of caste mobilization from the independence period itself. We witnessed that during the Mandal Commission. And this factor is also aggravated by the backwardness which Bihar faces in terms of economic growth and development. People don't have other aspects of mobilization but caste only. And that's why parties are going for caste mobilization. And sir, also sir, in coalition politics, Bihar plays a very big role. And that's why political parties are going for caste mobilization in Bihar.
Why some are going for religious mobilization?
Sir, every party has
As
its...
against caste. They don't want caste to talk to you to talk about caste. They want you to talk about religion.
Sir, I believe that if one party talks about caste, then India has a very large number of caste. And the other party talks about religion, then there are very less diversity in terms of religion. And I believe that one party tries to focus upon the mobilization of as large number of voters as possible, which is possible through religion, and the other are going for caste.
Or is it in caste you have to have many enemies? You have to pit against each other. In religion, you have to pit only a few people against each other. Isn't it? Don't you think it is easier to use religion than caste?
Sir, I'm sorry, sir.
You can't. India has adopted first past the post system of elections. And you see, that is why the political parties find it easy to divide the society so that they can get, they can pass the post. I mean, get votes more than others. And that is very divisive, is destroying society. Do you think there is a time now for rethink on this?
Yes, sir, we can think for other alternatives. In certain sections, we can go for proportional representation.
Proportional was discussed in the Constituent Assembly, but people didn't agree. Are you aware why?
Sir, I think that it will not lead to that much of political stability as compared to first past the post.
So how do you suggest that today it will lead to?
Sir, I'm not saying that we should go only for proportional representation, but we can go for combination of both in certain areas.
Any country nearby which has gone for mixed system?
Sir, I think in Spain, if I'm correct, Spain or Nepal has certain system of combination like that.
So many, not only Nepal. Anyways, ladies have been, women have been given reservation. It is 30% or 1/3?
Sir, 1/3.
1/3. There was a Beijing protocol on representation of women. Have you heard of it?
Sir, I've heard, but I'm not able to recall the specificities of that.
Now, the elections basically are mandated in constitution and election laws in India. Are there international law or agreements or declarations which really mandate election?
Sir, I don't know about that.
ICCPR, have you heard of it?
No, sir.
UDHR?
Yes, United Declaration of Human Rights. It is.
Does it talk about elections?
No, sir, I'm not aware that it talks about elections.
Okay. Now, what is happening in, say, US? The election, they follow, which system they follow?
US, sir. Sir, college system they follow.
They follow PR or first past the post?
Sir, first past the post.
But the president is appointed.
Sir, the state elects the college and they choose. They show the which.
How then first past the post is different from ours?
Sir, I'm not able to. I will.
Now, there is a difference of what is being done in US. The people have voted for it, so anything the president can do, isn't it? Is it the right way of looking at it? That if you win the election, you are free to do whatever you like?
No, sir, it is not right. It goes against the principles of democracy. Because one man thinks that he can do anything and he believes that what he is doing is absolutely right without.
Then what is the good of taking people's verdict? If you say people have chosen him, that means they understand that this fellow will be doing right.
Sir, in terms of America, there are various factors, and I don't think that people have grievances regarding the immigration policy and the slowdown of
Leave
economy.
America, talk about India.
Yes, sir.
If the government gets elected by the people, as it is there through the first part of the post system, do you think the government can do anything and you can't speak against it? And if you speak, you'll be treated as a criminal?
No, sir, we have the system of checks and balances and accountability. I don't think that government, though it is elected and although it enjoys majority, can do anything it wants.
Okay. Elon Musk, I mean, you see that there is a lady, Sunita Williams, she is trapped in the space. And there are efforts to bring her down. Do you know any system, because basically you have been in navigation, so you may be aware of things happening around. Do you think there is any way to really get her out?
So they're trying to send spaceships to bring her out.
How it can come?
Sir, sorry, sir, but I have navigation in terms of maritime field, not space, sir.
Not a space. Okay, suppose you are in the sea and your GPS stops working. Is there any way to really find a way?
Sir, we use the stars to find our way and the charts which are there. We also have the GMDSS which sends signals to nearby shores to send rescue and also.
So you send one-to-one signal, direct signals. So you don't depend on the satellite. Suppose somebody manipulates your satellite. Suppose you start posing nuclear weapons to the particular country you support. And then your satellite is using for communication, that is manipulated by enemies. So where your nuclear weapons will land up?
Sir, in that situation, we have to go completely manual and follow the established procedures which are there. First of all, we will go completely
Okay.
off.
What will happen to Ukraine?
Sir, it is very difficult to say, and I believe that we are witnessing the era where the powerful countries may do what they want. And I don't think that the Ukraine crisis will end on good terms for Ukraine. Russia will definitely have occupied 1/5 of Ukrainian territories. And they are also demanding that Ukraine should not join NATO.
Do you think Ukraine has committed a blunder by aligning with the US?
Sir, I believe that Ukraine didn't follow the principles of international politics. For example,
What mistake they did?
Sir, you have a neighbor which has been a former superpower, and they have categorically stated that we will not allow NATO on our doorsteps. And yet you are still trying to join NATO.
Okay, NATO aside. What was demand of US? There is another demand of USSR which Ukraine did not agree to. What was that?
Sir, I think they want to create the former USSR by establishing regions of influence in their neighborhood.
No, not that exactly.
There was also aspects that the Russians who are living in Ukraine are being abused by the Ukrainians. Sir, there was also a factor of denazification which Putin talked about.
Anything related to navigation of goods, transport of goods?
Yes, sir, Black Sea is there, which is very crucial for Russian access to the Mediterranean region. And Ukraine has a large shoreline in that area, and Russia wanted to protect its lines of communication through the rest of the world.
Then
They
Ukraine didn't agree? They could have just agreed, signed an agreement, and there would have been no problem.
Sir, I didn't think that they agreed. That's why they took the Crimea part from Ukraine. And after that, they again intensified their operations in Ukraine, sir.
Yeah, that should have been enough signal for Ukraine, isn't it?
Sir, I don't think what their policymakers were thinking.
Do you think it was done under influence of US? They didn't want Russia to really become important because they don't sell their goods, they remain poor, and they'll not think of becoming a superpower again.
Sir, there are various theories. One in which is it is the product of the project of liberal internationalism, where USA was trying to export democracies to other regions. And Cold War mentality was also there, which influenced the US decision to advocate the expansion of NATO in the Eastern Europe. And as far as I remember, in 2014, the American ambassador to Russia categorically stated.
Let's leave that. What Trump has said that the DEI framework will be dismantled. Have you ever heard of DEI framework?
In our country, sir.
US. Trump said that DEI framework in US will be dismantled. Have you heard of it?
Yes, sir.
What is DEI framework?
Sir, it stands for diversity, inclusion and equity.
So, if you just see in our constitution, do we have DEI framework?
Sir, we have in fundamental rights Article 15 and 16. Which,
diversity is there, equity is there,
yes, sir.
inclusion is also there. How we are different from US?
Sir, we have affirmative actions on the basis of caste, and they have affirmative actions.
Inclusion is there if you have caste or ethnicity, that is a different issue, but the issue is there. So how we are different from them in terms of, in real terms? And why we should not also disband our DEI framework?
Sir, if we talk about our country, then I don't think that DI should be disbanded because we have a very large number of people who are backward. And our caste system has been exploitative to those sections. And I believe that it is important to include their opinions and perspective in the governance, sir.
The same idea was there in US also, to involve and engage everybody. But there was some problem there which they felt, and that is why they want it to be removed.
Sir,
think of it?
They felt various. For example, there was first the increasing number of identification of one's gender, which was one concern. Then they also argued that the merit system of that country is affected by DEI because in various prestigious institutions like Harvard.
So in our system also, all the reservations are affecting the merit system. People are saying that it is not on the basis of merit. So I don't think we should also consider the same thing. Because it's the day of meritocracy, isn't it?
Sir, meritocracy itself is affected by various factors, and I don't think that meritocracy itself should be a determinant for giving positions to various other peoples. Michael Sandel has done research in this field, and he argues that various factors like the household in which you were brought up, the school in which you go, affects your capabilities as a person, and merit alone will not fulfill that aspect.
Thank you, sir. Vishwa Varddhan.
Yes.
Yes. So you just now said that large number of people are backward. What do you mean by this statement?
I'm backward in terms of not having access to education, health, employment opportunities is missing, and they also face discrimination in their life. These are the aspects about backwardness now.
Okay. You've been preparing since, you did your graduation in 2018 and worked very briefly for a period of 6 months with a company. So, do you feel that this is a loss of demographic dividend of the youth for our country? So many aspirants, they keep preparing right after college when they should actually be using that experience, using their knowledge for experience and then apply for civil services.
Ma'am, first of all, in my opinion, my priority was to get financial autonomy and then prepare for civil services. And after I joined my vessel, then COVID pandemic came and I was not able to join a vessel for 2 years. And that's why I intensified my preparation for civil services. And ma'am, as far as demographic dividend is concerned, I believe that individuals should be given a choice and opportunities. And if they are able to exercise that, then I believe in the long term it will be good for demographic dividend. And regarding my skill, ma'am, I believe that I want to work in the shipping sector in administration, and there I will be able to utilize my knowledge of maritime.
Okay. So what are the 3 problems which you think are considerations which should be there when making policy with regards to shipping for our country?
Ma'am, first of all, we need strong shipbuilding sector, which we currently lag. Second, we also need to tap into the increased port capabilities, which government is focusing upon. And third, ma'am, we also need to streamline the recruitment and the governance aspect regarding seafarers because they face various problems.
Okay. What are your strengths which make you feel that you'll be a good civil servant?
Ma'am, I believe in simplicity and to respect the opinions of others and try to be as much committed to my work as much as possible. My first priority is to do my good in the field, ma'am.
Okay. And what do you think are areas where you can still improve upon?
Ma'am, in terms of communication, I'm not able to fully communicate myself. And I also sometimes, people sometimes find me rude because the way I speak, but I don't think that this is my natural expression and people believe that I'm rude. And third of all, ma'am, I would like to balance more upon my hobbies, etc., as compared to my work.
Okay. So your hobby is exploring cinema and drama and science fiction genres. So what are your observations from cinema and drama? Something interesting that you could tell us?
Ma'am, cinema shows the mirror to the society at large. Sometimes they help in driving the society in particular direction. They also help in our international relations. If we speak, for example, during the India-USSR relations, Raj Kapoor has a significant influence over those areas. And cinema also provide a window to the future in terms of innovation. Like various movies has shown the smartphones and video calling feature which we are now seeing. And moreover, ma'am, they also try to shape the narrative which is happening in terms of artificial intelligence and climate change.
Okay. So when you say that, so if I talk about society, these days, what does the drama, it's a mirror of the society, as you said. So what are the social problems which you feel cinema is reflecting these days?
First of all, the patriarchal aspect, which they are showing through movies like Lapata Ladies. And moreover, the challenges which a woman face in domestic households.
Patriarchy.
Yes, ma'am, same aspect. And moreover, the interaction between the rural and the urban areas, which is being showing through series, etc.
Okay. How can we improve the rural-urban linkages or these problems?
Well, first of all, I think the core aspect is development of rural areas, because unless and until happen, everything will be not achieving its full objectives. And in terms of India, we need first to improve the agricultural potential which is there, and also to establish industries in rural areas. This is very important.
Okay. And so what are the core problems that you feel that the rural area is experiencing?
There is an outward migration which is happening in rural areas. Then agriculture is in distress in rural areas. And moreover, ma'am, there is increased phenomenon of feminization of agriculture which is happening in rural areas. And furthermore, in specific parts of the country, the security challenges like Naxalism is also in rural areas.
In rural areas. Yes, thank you.
Okay.
So,
Thank you. Exploring cinema and Vishwa. Which was the first song of Vishwa?
Sir, I'm not remembering that.
When he began to sing?
It was in 1960s. He sang for Devanand, and it was.
In 1948, he sang for Marne Ki Duaein.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm not right in that.
Okay. You are from river navigation. What is seasickness?
Sir, seasickness involves a large number of phenomena. For example, you don't feel at home in sea, and you are not able to communicate with your friends and families. And moreover, there is a sense of isolationism which people
Are you
face.
sure?
And sir,
It's a psychological problem.
yes, sir. They also, due to rolling and pitching a ship, they feel like vomiting and all. These are all the factors which show seasickness, sir.
No, is it a psychological problem or a physical problem?
Sir, I think it's a combination of both.
Okay. Some other question from our country. There is a question of delimitation. The South states are opposing delimitation. Do we need delimitation at this point of time?
Sir, we do, definitely need delimitation, because right now one MP represents 20 million people, which is a very large number. And delimitation has not been happened by a few decades right now. And we definitely need to increase representation of people, and that's why delimitation is important, sir.
But the point they are raising, they control their population. In North, there is a heavy population, so they will represented more than that of South. That is a valid reason. What should be done?
Sir, we can look into various solutions. First, we can look at whether we can delay the delimitation by few years. And we can also go for increasing representation of states in the Rajya Sabha to make sure that their interests are represented. And moreover, sir, we can also go for parameters like health, population control to demarcate the seats in the parliament. This will ensure that balance is there. And so most importantly, I believe that it is a very sensitive issue, and we need to use institutions like Interstate Council to make consensus on that aspect, sir.
So, the second thing, there are so many Ladli Bahan Yojana, Ladki Bahin Yojana, Kanya Shri Yojana. Do you think it's a beneficiary of those, or it will help women to come out of that trap?
Yes, sir. This will increase the financial independence of women, and I think it will lead to their empowerment.
How come?
Sir, if a woman gets monthly benefits from the government, they can use that for their children's education, to look after the nutritional needs of their family.
Why today we celebrate the Women's Day?
Sir, because in America on this day, there was a demand for rights of the women, sir.
What was the demand?
To have equal voting rights as compared to men, sir. In America, Socialist Party of America launched that demand, sir.
So when they got the right to vote?
Sir, I'm forgetting the year.
My last question. Do you have a solar cycle?
Yes, sir.
What is solar cycle?
Sir, it refers to the intensity of solar flares which moves up and down in cycles approximately 11 years. And it emits a large number of solar flares which impacts the functioning of satellites and other things in the atmosphere of Earth.
Name one or two projects regarding this reading or a study.
Sir, we have I'm not able to recall, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay, Vishwa Varddhan. Is your interview what is the date?
Sir, 7 April.
7th?
April.
7th April. So, you have some time, about a month's time. I think we talked about the relevant issues which are already common, like delimitation and all. Read little more on that, because your answers about delimitation were interstate council, it doesn't have to go. After all, if you implement the delimitation in the state, there will be equal distribution of population in the states. It is only at the national level that is the problem. And the national level, you see the size of northeast states, and in UP they are entirely different. So when there is a difference there, why can't it be here? Isn't it? And women reservation also has to be incorporated in this. So that means that also has to go with the same purpose. So solution lies somewhere else, not in the, you said many solutions, but there are not many solutions. So just one aspect you have already neglected or sort of made variations. Only principle to be sacrificed is one man, one vote, one value. Value will become different if it is a smaller constituency versus the bigger constituency. Isn't it? So suppose there are 100 people in one constituency, value is 1 upon 100. There are 1000 in another constituency, it will be 1 upon 1000. So they are not equal. So equality of value of vote will be sacrificed. And that has been done in twice already. In 2002 you have done it. And now this time also you can do it. If you think population control should be respected. Anyways. So please be brief.
Yes, sir. So right now you are working somewhere?
No, sir.
Okay. So since you are from this Patna, just tell me how you came here. Like you came directly from Patna, or you are staying in Delhi only?
Sir, I'm staying in Delhi.
You're staying in Delhi. So if you compare the socio-economic indicators of Bihar from in the last 10 years, do you see any progress that has been made? Not only socio-economic, maybe connectivity, infrastructure-wise. Do you see any progress happening?
Yes, sir, Bihar is making progress. Bihar has reduced the number of poor people which is there, which has been showed by the multidimensional poverty index. Bihar has also improved in the parameters of agriculture, like sectors like makhana and mushrooms production is increasing, sir. And Bihar is also increasing its infrastructure through projects like...
So let's say per capita income. We will say certain parameters. Then we will come to a conclusion that, yeah, there is a progress. So first factor, let's say per capita income. How it has risen in the last 10 years?
Sir, it has increased.
From where to where?
Sir, the last time I remember it is nearly 70,000. It was earlier nearly 50,000 and it has increased to 70,000.
What is the per capita national income?
Sir, $2,700.
$2,700. So if you multiply by 80, no? So how much?
865. 1,80,000.
1,80,000. And you are saying Bihar is having 50,000 only. So it is much below national average.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what are all the other parameters? If you say that Bihar has growth trajectory, one is per capita income. And what are the other indicators? What is the state GDP?
Sir, I'm not able to recall that particular figure.
You don't know. What is the state GDP? What is the budget of the Bihar?
Sir, 4 lakh crore.
4 lakh crore. Okay. What are the revenues, major revenues for Bihar?
Sir, I'm not able to recall.
So you just go through about all these things. This is important since you are from Bihar. And also about the latest international developments. How do you view the latest trade war that has been taken by the Trump administration? And what is the impact on India?
Sir, the sectors which will be affected is automobile parts, which is being exported, agriculture goods, which is exported there. And overall, if you see, I think it is an opportunity for India to exploit this trade war for its own benefit. It can get investments which are going to China to India. And I think that approximately $7 billion a year will be affected by this trade war, which is not that much a great money if we are able to negotiate a trade deal with USA.
So India will use it to their benefit.
Yes, sir. If we think right, we can use it for our benefit trade war because we can tap into those areas like European Union and Africa, which are generally neglected by us. This is also a moment to increase our own manufacturing capabilities, which was not earlier there, sir.
So why we could not improve our manufacturing capabilities in spite of lot of talk about it? What are the factors that are hindering?
Sir, first of all, there is a bureaucratic red tape which is happening because we need to get various number of permissions for opening a small shop.
Various means how many various?
In terms of land permit, in terms of working hours.
How many those number?
Sir, I'm not able to particularly know that number.
Then you should not make the comment.
No, sir, because it is a common sense, sir.
Bureaucratic red tapeism is not the factor, first factor like you are talking. Okay? That is not the factor. See, for any, if anything to be a cost competitive, let's say one PC, you know PCB, printed circuit board? How much is the cost of manufacturing in India? 100 rupees. What is the price in China? 1 paisa. Why this much huge difference? That is not the red tapeism. That is not due to red tapeism.
Sir, I would like to disagree with you because government is focusing upon deregulation of the economy as a whole. I mean, the same apartment which we are building in Singapore takes 2 or 3 times land area which we are building here. And the cost of making an iPhone in India is 1.5 times than compared to China. And this is
That is what I am asking you.
Yes, sir.
Why this kind of lot of talk we are doing, but our products are not competitive. That is why we are doing less in manufacturing, right? If our products are competitive, our manufacturing base would have been improved by now.
Sir, to have competitive, you first need to create an ecosystem. For example, Vietnam is a good example. It doesn't have natural resources, but it is still moving very fast in terms of export.
So what are those ecosystem components?
So first of all, the red tape which is there, then you have to streamline the land acquisition procedure which is there. You have fragmented land holdings among our population. And third, we have a skill mismatch between our graduates and the skill which the company needs. And moreover, sir, there is also focus upon consumption aspect than compared to the investment aspect. These are the factors which are there, sir.
Okay, so we were just doing the feedback part. So as you know, you have to prepare around your draft.
Yes, sir.
We did not ask anything about the job you are doing, that is DEC cadet. You did for some time, yeah. So what was the job you did and so on and so forth. We did not ask about various trade routes, sea routes, trade sea routes. You did not ask about whether if Trump stops, say, use of Chabahar and other places, what our goods would look like, how costly it will become.
Yes, sir.
We did not ask about why Russia wants to have access to the Mediterranean, why it doesn't use Pacific on the other side of the empire. I mean, these are the issues which we did not ask at all. We did not ask what will happen if Panama is closed or controlled by US and all. So there are so many things related to your DAP. On that, of course, you should be there. I know father has been sorting assistant in which place?
Sir, in Indian Post.
Postal Service.
Yes.
So Postal Service, if that comes up for discussion.
Sir, he was not in Postal Service, he was in Indian Post. Indian Post, sir.
Indian Post and Indian Postal Service, these are two things.
Sir, one is the Class A service and these are the...
Oh,
Yes.
I mean, I understand.
Yes, sir.
The Postal Department, he was
Yes,
in
sir.
Postal Department.
Postal Department.
That's what I'm saying. So then Postal Department people will talk about what is the position, what is it going to close down, it's not. So many questions can come on that. Bihar, of course, will be asked quite a bit. So just prepare around these and don't take saying utilize the tax system and that being imposed by Trump. Then why did we did not reduce it earlier if it was beneficial to us? You could have reduced earlier also, if there is a potential to utilize it. So you have to be very cautious on the issues that you are talking about. You said we can take advantage of that. Why didn't we take advantage earlier? We could have reduced it unilaterally without pressure and taken the advantage.
Okay.
So basically, when you are saying giving an answer, there is a question, there is a possibility of getting trapped. So if you say something, not because some papers are, or some parties or papers are being reporting on this, you have your own thinking, and so that you can reply all the queries, but they come as a follow-up question.
Okay.
So that is one area we should be talking about. And the entire jhagda of Trump and of Putin is he wanted to sell his goods through Mediterranean. That was the only jhagda that they didn't allow, because Europe and America they were trying to squeeze Russia so that he can't sell their goods. So that is what basically this is what has happened. And Chechnya, what was there? Chechnya was there because through that the goods can go to Mediterranean.
Okay.
And Chechnya was trying to be independent. So it becomes independent, then the goods will not be able to go there. So they will suffer. It's basically trade war actually.
Yes, sir.
It's basically a trade war. So prepare. I think your expression is good. The only thing is don't try to bluff. The very old people are sitting there. They know what you are talking about.
Okay.
Okay? All the best.
Thank you, sir. Vishwa Varddhan, you have good personality, good articulation. However, there are few suggestions which I'll give. First is when you entered, you greeted the chairperson and me, and then it was like you were just mouthing the good morning.
Okay.
You were not sure if you want to, you are greeting or not. So you could greet only the chairperson and all the sirs together, and if there's a female panelist, her.
Okay.
Okay, instead of 4 different good mornings.
Okay.
That will make you also feel more comfortable.
Okay.
Right? Because that creates the first impression. Then second I'll say is that try to avoid statements which seem judgmental or are biased. For example, large number of people are backward. You might have, maybe what you meant was something else, but when it's heard, it does not sound right.
Okay.
I hope you do understand
Yes,
that.
ma'am.
Yes? So, next I'll say is that it's important that, there were times when you do know what you're saying, you have that conviction, but it also there's a possibility that you stay to your stance too much, that it converts into an argument.
Okay.
So it's, you will have to draw that fine line of where you want to stop.
Okay.
Okay? You can always say that, sir, this is what I believe, but I will probably lead on this. So it's going to be important for you to stop at some point.
Okay.
Okay? Otherwise, you have time, please prepare your current properly.
Okay.
All the best.
Same on the similar lines, madam told about you. You lack knowledge about Bihar.
Yes, sir.
They are very important, and you are not smiling also. You are very serious, and seems you have got little attitude kind of issues. No, so those things will be viewed by the panel very, very seriously. Even though I am asking you about the red tapeism is not the first criteria. There are many other issues which we need to check. But still you are talking about the red tapeism only, that is the first thing. Those things you should avoid, because since you will be entering into the administration and you will be so critical of the administration, because there are a lot of improvements in the administration in the last 10-15 years. A lot of single window clearances, a lot of investor summits are going on. There are many things are happening.
Okay.
Okay, just read about all those things. Okay, just smile karo thoda. Okay.
Okay.
All the best.
Okay.
Prepare your draft, whatever you have written. You have written there. So first thing you do, you prepare. You are a favorite of Kishore Kumar. So you know 1 or 2 things, factual things. The second thing, if you don't know the seasickness. It's not homesickness. It's a motion sickness. It's conflict among the senses. When you go for a long time, then there is a conflict of muscles. So that's very, very much physical, and you are going towards psychological, like homesickness. So prepare your data, DAF, okay? And second thing, current, it's always open, and no point to say that your home estate should be prepared.
Okay.
You have some, awareness about your state. ना? और थोड़ा स्माइल करो कभी-कभी, जहाँ whenever you are comfortable, ना? जहाँ आपको लगता है कि 2-3 लाइन स्मूथ है, then you can smile. Have some soothing, correct, वो, ना? And everything fine. Your articulation is good, your personality is good. Little bit with attitude. That's the problem.
Like about the caste and religion. I could have said all the laws and constitutions, it doesn't allow sort of a contesting election on the basis of caste. So whatever is being done this way or that way, that needs to be checked, and the election commission has issued code which you should implement little more forcefully. And then matter would have ended.
Okay.
We went in here and there and trying to get trapped in so many questions had to be asked. And there are also things didn't come. There was a competitiveness, cost reduction, mass scale production. These are the reasons first. Your nepotism come only when you are going to put some industry there. But once the industry has already come up, still it is not able to compete. So there, other things will come. Technology, use of technology, high technology. Then use of, producing higher amount and quality goods.
Yes, sir.
These are other issues which are lacking. Our engineers are not employable enough, good qualified enough to do the jobs. So go into deeper things. I think there you have been committing mistakes. You have got 1 month's time. You should work hard on that.
Okay.
All the best.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Any question from your side?
No, sir. I thank you. Thank you, sir.